not really sure.
I'm neither.
I'm really relaxed, so I'm not really sure we did that
fun.
much
I love
walking.
This. I love this and all the topics we talk about. It's really, it's like refreshing.
It is.
And we're very honest and good communication.
Exactly, because we're all women here tonight.
Stefano's still in the shed.
Stefania.
Hi, Stefania. I hope you got the wig I ordered for you.
That's the segue from the previous episode.
Yes, watch the previous episode, then you'll get it. Why we're laughing.
It's a purple wig. And it has
you in purple.
Why purple? No, it might actually suit him, actually.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. No, actually, yeah. No, I'm serious. It would suit him because not everyone could pull it off.
No, but he has a face that would pull it off.
Yes.
That's why it says specifically purple. No, it should be pink.
No, purple. Purple's better.
Yeah?
I love pink, but...
I was saying, he has a new wig for each, different podcast.
Oh my god.
This one, it would be pink. For his,
the
it would
variety
be purple.
pack. Variety
No, it would be purple with an
Blonde.
ombre and
The
blue.
surprise pack.
The surprise who?
The surprise bag. What's this week?
Oh god.
Alrighty, so on that note, we have a good topic.
Yes, so style photo shoots, I'll just give a little intro, is basically when professionals in the wedding industry, well for any industry, but more wedding style photo shoots, we use it as a creative to show our latest work, planners, photographers, florists, we all come together to have to create a fake wedding.
Mm-hmm.
But what many people don't know is that you could use as inspiration for your own wedding. So social media, believe it or not, we talked about this before, but I think it's very important that now I find that AI is playing a big part in weddings and wedding design. And I've noticed even some professionals, not naming names, they use AI generated images.
Really?
And it's scary because it looks real, right? That's AI. So AI takes, what's from the internet, whatever, however it works, and then just spits out an image, right?
Okay.
And I'm guilty. I tried it once, never posted anything of AI, but I tried it. I'm like, holy shit, looks better than some of my work. And it's scary because it looks that good.
Really?
And I find that some of my clients, they give it, they put what they want. And they're like, can you do this? And I'm like, but that's AI. It's I don't know what inspiration AI took. You know, right? Yeah. And that's the thing too, you have to be careful out there, especially when you're doing a wedding, because if it's an AI based image, I can't tell you what that's going to cost, because it's just AI. I don't know where the venue is. What location is that?
Yeah.
It's a fake thing. It's really fake.
Yeah.
So that's why when you're on the internet, wherever, Pinterest, whatever, Instagram, Facebook, looking for inspiration, and we talked about this before, but not as much.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to point out to, find the vendors that actually did that style photo shoot or took that picture, that image. Because most of the time, there's supposed to be the vendor credits.
Yeah.
So reach out to that vendor saying, hey, I like this picture you took or whatever, you made the flowers, whatever you planned it. How did you do it? Because that's your best source to get the pricing if that's in your area.
Yeah.
Because if you just go online, AI, you don't know who the credit is, and you'll be kind of misled.
Well, that's true, and that's a good point.
Right.
AI versus reality.
And it's scary.
Yeah.
It's a very scary, especially as a planner. I'm just like, this looks so good. And if a client comes to me saying, I want this, is it going to fit your budget? Are you going to have the budget? Because those chairs could be from any company, right?
Yeah.
What is it? The style, the look, what venue is it with all chandeliers on the thing? So it's really creepy, how real it is.
You can go anywhere from a Phantom of the Opera setting to, let's say, Niagara Falls or an ocean, the beach,
palm trees,
a chateau, a castle. You could be in Ireland, you know what I mean?
But the thing is, if a client comes to me saying, I like this, or even bouquets, they can AI a wedding bouquet too, saying, I like the style, but I'm like, a florist with the number you gave me for your budget, they can't do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with AI in real life.
Yeah.
Right? It's great to have a photo shoot that you want.
It's like real, like a style photo shoot is real vendors.
Yeah.
That are in a certain area.
Yeah, exactly.
And we obviously it's a fake, there's no wedding, we have models, but I could tell you where I got everything.
Yeah.
For the price.
Yeah, exactly.
And the location.
But using AI, because this is big now.
Yeah,
AI is huge.
For any industry.
Yeah, but for a wedding.
It's scary because you get an illusion.
Yeah.
Saying, I want this. And I'm like, but in this area, wherever, I can't find you a venue like this.
But how personal is it if you're using AI over, let's say, an option that's within reach, let's say, in your own city to make things more personal?
Yeah, it's good because you could create like an inspiration.
Okay.
Saying, I like the look of the table.
Yeah.
But okay, great. We could do that. I could find you a vendor that could do that. But the location, that's the problem. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because remember, AI, how I see it, it takes millions of things from the internet, from everywhere, and then just spits out as one.
Yeah.
So like I said, Phantom of the Opera style.
That would be cool, though.
Maybe a few venues could replicate that vibe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, those venues are maybe not on your budget or maybe not available on your date.
Yeah.
So it's so many factors to factor in. I always say use it as a tool to your advantage. Like a render, like what it'll look like based on, what you envision.
Yeah.
But at the same time, tread carefully because you could be very disappointed if we don't find you that specific look.
And there's a lot of people that want that specific.
And it's hard because, again, we spoke about this many times, the budget. Realistically, what are you willing to spend for each category?
Yeah.
Like if you say, I want a budget, I have X amount of a budget, but on the venue I want to spend only X amount. Okay, that's fine, but don't give me a fake AI venue with everything that's AI'd and then trying to find that in the city you're at with the price that you want to pay. It rarely won't happen.
Yeah.
And it's scary too because I had in the past some of my clients send me like their inspo board and half of it was AI, I'm pretty sure. It was nothing real. Like I'm pretty sure about it.
Yeah, but when you think about that it's fake.
It's photoshopped, or because remember they take it from the internet already. Someone posted it, so they just show me, oh, I like this, like that, like that.
Yeah.
It's because I have an idea of what you're looking for, which helps me to find the right people, the right vendors. But I always tell my clients, if you go online, it's just use it as inspiration.
Yeah.
Like your motive, like your inspiration. Like, hey, I like this style. And I tell them, I'll do what I can. Maybe we could find the same thing. But if we can't, we'll find something similar.
Yeah.
And keep it simple.
But would you want something that's styled? Like something that's already pre-done and you just sort of insert yourself? Or do you want something that's real and in the moment?
Yeah, it depends on the client too.
Right?
There's both. Some like style photo shoot examples, real, or even a real wedding that I planned. I post pictures, of my work.
Yeah.
Take a bit of both. Because I could show you my work. I have pictures of my work, different angles, like, what I've done, what I could do.
Yeah.
Based on what my past couples wanted.
Yeah.
So I could take what I have, we could tweak it and make it your own.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I show all my couples what I've done.
Yeah.
And they show me their inspiration, did this, and we make a whole new style. Saying, oh, I liked how you did the tables. Or you know what, whatever fairy lights I really like in the venue. Or, oh, I like these type of candles. Where did they get them from?
Yeah.
So little things like that. But the venues, like we always, in the past episodes, are always the hardest because not all the venues have what you want.
Yeah,
and that's okay. We could dress up the venue. We could jazz it up. We could make it your own, and that's fine. But again, I always say, if it's an AI picture, that venue most likely does not exist.
But I think it's sort of, it's self-defeating in a sense. Because you're planning a wedding, your wedding, to look a specific way.
Yeah.
And then you're adding an element to it that is not part of the reality.
That's true. That's a good point. It's really not there. You're just taking something that was generated for you based on what you gave the prompts.
Exactly.
And that's the dangerous part too, because I don't want to disappoint my clients, right? I'm honest with them, saying, look, this doesn't exist. We could take elements, yes, inspiration. If you like the long rectangular tables, we could do that.
Yeah.
I know they exist, the candles, they exist. But again, the venue is, like we mentioned, the venues are hard because that's like the foundation of your wedding.
Yeah.
So I just say, look, take what you want. We can make it happen with the price you want, the budget that you have.
Yeah.
But I always say, just be careful on the internet because you don't know anymore if something's AI. You don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah, it's true.
You don't know what. You don't know. Like
you don't know what's real.
And the thing, even with the style photo shoots, they're not real either. right? They're fake. Everything's planned out strategically
Yeah.
to attract a certain audience and to
Yeah.
attract, and I've done several style photo shoots. I've done it on my when I have a bit of time, and I always tell my clients, if I send them pictures of my work, I tell them this is a style photo shoot.
Yeah.
It's not a real wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they must really be surprised when they see that.
Yeah, because remember, everything is angled. Like, we have all, like, a style photo shoot. We have the lighting, the this, the that, the this. We have, everything meticulous, like to that point.
Yeah.
It's a big production,
It's a studio,
Like,
basically. You have a studio.
or a venue.
Or a venue.
We
yeah.
do it at a venue. We collaborate with so and so venue, and we bring in the rentals. We wait for the light to be like this, the that, the this,
Yeah.
5 different dresses, or like, it's a big production.
Yeah.
So I always tell my clients, and even online, what I do is like, oh, this was a beautiful style photo shoot. I don't put wedding. I specifically try my best to put this was a style photo shoot, not to mislead anyone.
Okay.
Because it'd be misrepresenting, because I know it was fake. Nothing of it was real.
Yeah.
The couple wasn't even a real couple half the time.
Really?
Sometimes they're models, yeah. Sometimes, like the most recent one I did, which was a beautiful style photo shoot, they were an actual couple.
Nice.
Which
nice.
you could see the chemistry, obviously. But some, they worked together and they hit it off, and there we go. Or some, it was just a bride. Some, that was it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't get a couple pair depending what angle you want.
Yeah.
And some venues too. Some venues that I shot at, like I said, were a studio. Some were at a location that do weddings.
Yeah.
So again, you have to see. I'm always transparent, but some vendors aren't.
Yeah.
And I see it, and I could tell. I'm like, obviously it was a style photo shoot. Where's everyone? Where are the people?
Yeah, you see.
Like,
but that could be it too, that they
Yeah.
could be cutting corners.
Yeah.
So they could be charging you some kind of price,
Yeah,
an astronomical price. I don't know what the prices are,
it could be a lot.
but it's
You said,
styled, it's
yeah.
pre-done.
It's pre-done.
It's fabricated.
And that's what I'm saying when it comes to pricing. If the vendors are not upfront saying it was a style photo shoot, they say, yeah, we could do it, but they're not going to be transparent,
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like I said, they cut to make it look perfect. Like that one shot of the cake, let's say, is like 20 pictures to get that one perfect shot for that vendor.
Yeah.
Because remember, all the vendors that participate want their product or their thing in the shoot. Or
Yeah.
let's say if they're the vendor for jewelry at the photo shoot, they want their product to be showcased at some pictures.
Yeah.
Like my work can be showcased.
Yeah.
This one's work. So not everyone's honest, and some won't admit to saying it was a style photo shoot. Some won't.
Yeah.
And then they'll mislead that client saying, yeah, we could do it for you.
So for some people watching, or many people watching, or everybody or nobody, explain what a styled photo shoot
so like
is.
I was saying, so basically, a wedding style photo shoot is wedding vendors, let's say in Montreal, get together. Again, we don't charge for the service. It's just more like just for advertising, right? We help each other out on our services. For example, a style photo shoot, let's say we usually have a photographer, wedding photographer. We get a florist, models that act as the bride and groom, the wedding dress vendors, florists, cakes, you name it. Any wedding professional
Yeah.
in the style photo shoot. And usually it's the planner, so like some of myself and the photographer that create the theme, the look. We scout the venue. We find a venue that wants to participate. And we basically create a fictional wedding.
Okay.
So let's say the theme is like vintage vibes, like vintage and modern, or we play on that theme based on the location.
Yeah.
And from there, we fabricate everything. Nothing is real. There's no wedding that happens. It's a bride and groom model standing like this, like that. We position
They're
them.
posed.
Yeah,
They're posed.
And even the table setting, most of the time, is not a full table setting. It's
Yeah.
just a sweetheart table that we emphasize with the flowers and the candles. It's created for the audience. So basically, it's not a real wedding. It's just wedding vendors we want to help each other out and benefit from this big style photo shoot.
Yeah.
Because then we tag each other in the post. Sometimes we publish for magazine. It depends.
It depends, yeah.
It really depends. But most of the time, we use it for our own work, our own portfolios. And that's why nothing of it is real. And that's why it bothers me when I see other style photo shoots that I know are style photo shoots that the vendors don't say it was.
Yeah.
It's very misleading, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
And as a planner, I try, like if I didn't, I try to make sure that I'd say thank you to the vendor team for the style photo shoot, or I try to mention it was a style photo shoot,
Okay.
not a real wedding that people actually got married. It was just fabricated.
Okay, because sometimes somebody, when they have a photographer for the wedding, they can think, oh, is it styled because we are posed by the photographer the day of?
Yeah.
So that too, because sometimes they'll look
Yes.
at that model
Yes.
and they want to replicate
Yes,
that.
but little do they know, it was in the perfect lighting. The
Yeah.
hair was fixed 20 times.
Yeah.
We did a dress change.
Yeah.
We know makeup change. We changed we waited for the sunset maybe to get certain pictures, or we were shooting in a location that was already, perfect for that look.
Yeah, so that's it. So, but even though for couples, I guess the day of their wedding,
Yeah.
they too can request or they can want.
Of course, they could say, "Look, we know it's a style photo shoot, but we want to replicate this look." And if
Yeah.
the photographer could do it, hopefully that photographer is honest enough in the beginning, saying, "Yes, I could do that exactly. Maybe not the same location, but we could replicate that look for you for pictures."
Yeah, and I think it's important for couples as well to know
Yeah.
that it's your wedding.
Yeah.
So if you see that photo, millions of other people see that
Yeah,
photo.
exactly.
Right? So do you want something that is replicated over and over and over?
But
and
just a different location, different photographer.
Exactly. Or do you want your own flavor?
Yeah,
You want
it's
your
true.
own intimacy.
Your own twist, because now, like you're saying, everything's influenced online.
Yeah,
There's
you
so
were
much-
saying social media.
There's so many things I've seen done, repeated, done, and I'm like, okay, it's all very pretty, but how about your own? Yes.
Yeah.
And again, most of my couples, they like certain looks. Oh, we want a sunset photo. We wanted this. We wanted that. Sparkler exit. We're going to do it in your venue. We can't do it inside. You have to do it outside. You have to be long enough. You have to be safe to do it. So there's that to consider too. Like, A, does your photographer, very important, do they do that style?
Yeah.
Can they accomplish that? So you have to ask the photographer during your consultation saying, hey, do you do this type of pictures?
Yeah.
Like, is this your style?
Yeah.
And they'll hopefully be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because remember, not all photographers do that style like you want. There's so many, they're just more like cinematic, they maybe do more vintage, more black and white pictures. It depends on their style. So check out their portfolio first. And if you ever want, you could always request for more pictures too. If you're
budget. Wow.
Yeah, but I mean during the consultation, they can see more of your work.
Yeah.
Like maybe what you didn't post.
Yeah.
Just to get a feel before you book,
Yeah.
I had past clients of mine say, hey, we like your work, we want to work with you, but do you have more pictures of this certain wedding? And if I have, I'll show them what I took with my phone, saying, look, it's not professional, but you get the style of it.
Yeah. So, but going back to the AI.
Yes.
Like, what is, besides fabricating your location, what is the pro? If for anybody who is thinking of, or attracted to that, in your opinion?
I think it gives you a full picture of what it could maybe look like. Like, you get to see it in real life. Because remember, when you go visit a venue, sometimes it's hard to envision the tables, the chairs set up with the flowers, because there's nothing there, right, in your venue tour. So I think that's the only pro, is that they'll maybe make it a full, like, okay, it'll look real.
Yeah.
Because remember, if I sketch it or if I try to make it look 3D, it won't look as real, maybe as AI, to give you, like you could say, let's say if you're doing an outside one, you could say outside, like outdoor venue with grass, tent wedding, with white tablecloths, pink flowers. Let's say AI could do that.
Yeah.
But don't say, I want a French style wedding, French castle, because little hard to pull off.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
if you keep it, maybe the prompt simple, like, oh, outdoor wedding with white tent, the tables, the chairs, is the theme. It could be more realistic.
Yeah.
But don't go overboard, saying, I want the French chateau with it.
Well, that's it. Everybody wants to have that French chateau.
Keep it simple, and again, it's maybe how I say it's like more to get like a fuller picture. Because when you go see the venue, it's most likely going to be empty.
Exactly.
So it's hard to envision. It's really hard sometimes to envision what it'll look like. Even if I do a quick sketch with the tape, it's not as good as what it'll be like on AI.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's the only pro, is that it'll give you a bit fuller picture of what it can look like if you keep it simple. So saying, look, let's say on the pink tablecloths with the white tent, maybe the brown dance floor. Okay.
Because I know that, let's say, for example, these style photos, they're
Yeah.
all in magazines, right? Magazines
Yes.
online, and you see
Yes,
that.
big time.
And you sort of become influenced by what you see,
Yeah.
right? Colors, and that might not
The trending color
the
of the
trending
year.
color, exactly. Trending color, trending gown,
Yeah.
trending headpiece, location.
Yeah, sales or the in and out.
Exactly. So I find that whole concept of style, yes, it's nice to look at, but I find that it influences,
Big time, yeah.
a bride, most especially, and a groom.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want that and it's out of your reach as well.
And you won't know until you start doing your research saying, oh, if I want this, it's going to be over budget.
Exactly.
Because remember, on these magazines, they don't say the price of anything. They say, oh, look, inspiration of a photo shoot or, wedding inspiration.
But it's all media.
Yeah.
And in the end, that's what it is. It's,
Yeah.
it's attracting. So you see...
And they make it on purpose to attract you. You know, like it's advertising.
Yeah, exactly.
time.
So the AI, I mean, to have a photo shoot, and I firmly believe to have in the moment shots.
Yes.
That
Candid,
represent,
exactly, yeah.
they represent more of the moment than like, oh, let's stand here now next to this, Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
It's like, how the hell did you get to
Yeah,
Vegas?
it's like,
how did you go to
how did we-
Arizona
yeah,
so quickly?
exactly.
So, I mean, I find that it takes away a bit from...
I get what you're just saying, yeah.
Yeah, so that, I mean, like... And it's great because when you say, and you know what, I watched Sex and the City.
Yes.
You know the episode where she marries Big?
Big, yes. I remember that. It was in the New York Library and with the big bird on her.
Yeah, the peacock feather,
yeah.
but she had done several takes for a magazine.
Yes.
Remember?
And that's where she got the gown.
And that's where she got the gown from.
Yeah, I remember that.
But
yeah.
it's the same type of concept. I mean, for a man and a woman,
Yeah.
I see that it's the same type of concept.
There's expectations saying, what's the suit trending? You have to wear this suit. Is
Yeah.
there lapel in? What color? What type of suit jacket? Like that too for the guys too. Like
Yeah.
what's trending? There's a lot of pressure.
That's it. So, and that goes back to a lot of people now in your own wedding who talk, right?
Yeah.
It's like, why are you at that style? And I find that it's more of you become competitive.
Yes, it's like, well, and defensive too of your choice.
Yeah.
You're like, well, this is our choice. We want this venue because maybe it is trending a venue in Montreal. Maybe this is an in venue. There's a lot of in venue. You know what? Every venue thinks they're in, to be honest. But I'm being honest. They all, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, the owner's like 98 years old.
Yeah, but hey, good for you, but it's true. You start to get, even in like any city you get married, wherever you're tuning in from, chiming in from, there's always the in venue, a new venue that opened up, a new this. So stay true to yourself. Try to stay true to what you want, and regardless of the influence, if it's the AI, the style photo shoot, media, TikTok. Remember I told you
TikTok. Yeah, tell us about TikTok.
Oh my god, I had to,
because I haven't been on lately.
I deleted my account because there's like wedding talk, which is we talked about this before.
Yeah.
But I'll say it again. There's like a subcategory like wedding talk. It's like wedding planning tips. You don't need a wedding planner. I'm like,
that's not true.
and I'm like, come on, people.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Because that's the thing. It's like,
wedding talk is so toxic. I deleted my TikTok because of it.
Yeah.
On my page, I went because I look at wedding planning stuff and just to see what's in, I guess, on TikTok. But it's like how I DIY'd my wedding from the Dollar Tree, and I'm like,
the Dollar Tree.
I'm like, okay, it looks great, but again, which Dollar Tree, which location? Because prices vary everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, but the Dollar Tree?
I'm
I wouldn't...
They actually sell like wedding stuff at like stores now.
They
like,
do,
At
yeah.
our den, they have like bride like tiaras.
And that's okay too. There's a fine line.
Yeah.
Of what you prioritize in your wedding.
Yeah.
Like, I'm guilty too. I always tell my clients, get your table numbers on Amazon. You're going to use them once. Who cares if they break?
Yeah.
Or even rent them if you can.
Yeah.
Or even tablecloths. If you like them and they're a good price, not a big wedding, but if you have a smaller wedding, get that. No one's going to know.
Yeah.
And that's some things I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Like the candles, which I actually like. They're battery operated taper candles. They're fake, but they look good. In pictures, they look great.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, and more are doing that because some venues don't allow open flames anymore.
Yeah.
Even if you have the glass, cover, it's still dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So some things I'm okay with getting on Amazon or the Dollar Tree. Some things I'm okay with that because they look good.
Yeah.
And and that's fine. But some, you're influenced online, and you're like, oh, if she could do it, I could do it, and then you get overwhelmed.
But there's so much online.
It's toxic.
Yeah.
Like run. Like if you're on Wedding Talk, you're gonna get so influenced, thinking you have to have this color palette or you have to have a wedding at this location, because if not, then what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. And it goes back to how you have to pose, how you
Yeah.
have to stand,
Yeah,
how you have to
exactly.
dress, or the lighting,
Yep.
the colors.
It's true.
And
it
it's-
becomes a lot.
Yeah.
And you get influenced so easily.
And you know what? Not everybody has the coin for it.
Not only that, but because remember, not everyone is honest saying this is the location in
Yeah.
this area, because maybe you're in this part of town or wherever you're chiming in from that has certain locations that maybe don't exist elsewhere.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I like it, but it's not in your area.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, oh, I want the palm trees, but you're in Montreal.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I want the Eiffel Tower,
yeah,
but we're in Quebec,
yeah,
right?
So that's the thing too. So it's and I find especially online on TikTok, there's no transparency.
Yeah.
They're not transparent. I'm sorry, but I find it's a plan, and that's why I deleted TikTok and Wedding Talk. Well, it's not TikTok. I deleted it all.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm getting sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm getting annoyed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. Like, imagine a poor bride that's being influenced by her family, maybe, like the last episode we did.
Yeah.
Then the internet, and then this, saying I need to have this type of guest book. I need to do an audio guest book, which I did, by the way. Very cool. But maybe,
Nice.
But maybe not everyone wants that. Or maybe they have to say, oh, do your seating chart, with a personalized letter for each person. Who's going to have time to write a personalized letter to 300 people? Like, are you, like, you see, like, but they don't say it's a small wedding on Wedding Talk. They make it look like it's a normal thing.
Okay.
It's cute to
Yeah.
write a personalized thank you letter to each guest for their seating, like where they're sitting at your seating chart. But if you have 300 people, how are you going to write 300 letters? You have to spend, 100 per each night to write a letter for each person you're inviting.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, and Wedding Talk, they're not transparent with that. They make it look like, oh, you have to or else.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if that's trending anymore.
But you
That
know
was
what? People
maybe
can also
last
use
month.
people can also use AI for that too.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
ChatGPT, just
true,
put it,
yeah.
like, give me like a personal, like, inviting wedding
Letter,
thing.
thank you note, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's gonna generate. You can even say like, because at my work I use a bit of AI
Yeah,
because
of
that's
course.
what she wants, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So it's so simple. You just put what you want inside, and then it just generates. Like,
And you see, but they won't tell you that on TikTok.
And they don't.
They won't say they went on AI. You see? Good
I
point.
think,
Yeah, they won't say
I
that.
really hate AI because going back to like the pictures and stuff like that, you can change someone's face with like your own, let's say, and that's scary because
Yeah.
I've done it, and
It's true.
it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
like you can replace everything, like just
Put my body on like a model.
Yeah, if you know
Exactly,
what
yeah.
you're doing,
Yeah.
if you have the skill to know what to do,
Yeah.
then yeah,
Yeah, and it's scary. You're right.
yeah, it's a good point. It's
Yeah.
very
I'm
creepy.
going back, but like because I want to say something, but I didn't say
Go
it. but,
for
like,
it.
I think like what a pro is could be for AI, right? It's like if you want to use it, get an actual location and like take a screenshot or like take a picture, put it in, and be like, okay, now make this into a wedding thing, so it
Oh,
actually
yes.
looks
Somewhat real.
yeah, and it's not like some random place in like Ireland.
It's
It'll
true.
be
Or on the
With
mountain.
who the sheep
yeah.
right in the
It's like,
background there.
how did
Yeah,
we
you have
get
a
sheep there?
you have a
Yeah.
ram.
Like just take a picture of the area that you want or
Yeah.
the corner and say, what can I put here for wedding, and it'll literally generate it.
It's true, but not everyone is honest about it, right?
Yep, exactly.
That's what I hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say, oh, I did it, and then there could be a photo and be like, look at this lovely photo I have of my husband. The girl has 6 fingers.
Yeah.
Come on,
It's
people.
true. Yeah, you don't
And then
know.
there's people that believe it.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah,
And
because
it's so sad to see.
Yeah.
Like even on TikTok, like I scroll.
You know what Wedding Talk. You know what I'm talking. I'm sure you
Oh,
saw it.
I don't look at wedding stuff on TikTok. We don't talk about my TikTok feed.
no, that's another podcast show, not the wedding one. This is like anomalies.
But,
Anomalies on TikTok.
But I see like just like AI generated stuff. It's like it's scary. Like
It is
they
scary.
started,
Yeah.
like, they mimic like specific accents so well that you don't even know.
It's terrifying. You
Yeah.
know what? Speaking about I think you know I'm going with this.
Yeah.
You know what direction I'm going in. So before I deleted Wedding Talk, before I deleted all of TikTok, I was bored at 3 a.m. because I was literally working on one of the weddings, I was just had to deal with something, like just find out, like, because she had to change the scene dress. I'm like, hey, let me help you.
Yeah.
3 a.m. I'm like, okay, it'll be quick. So I was finished, and I'm like, okay, everything's good to print. So then on Wedding Talk, someone's like, oh, like your fictional wedding with Damon Salvatore, and I'm like,
Yes, you could do that.
Yeah, you
You could do that, and
can.
it's so scary. Like, I could be like, hey, like, can I have a
Yeah.
picture with Ryan Reynolds? Boom.
yeah. So then someone did it on Wedding Talk, right? So little old me, which was very bored at 3 a.m, I'm like, I'm like, this could work. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, nah. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Tonight you're gonna sit on your bed and be like, get a picture with Ian Simone.
Don't tempt me. I did, believe it or not.
You did.
I didn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't. I'm like, because then it'll give me like, because already my whole Instagram, not my business account, but my personal like Instagram is already filled with him. So like on my on my reels, I'm like, yo, like this is not normal. This is not healthy. It's not healthy, but I'm already down the rabbit hole at this point. So if if you're ever watching,
Mine is the same.
This is a styled photo shoot.
Shoot.
That would be a good. You know what? That would be a great idea for
A styled
couples,
photo shoot with like what?
celebrities.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you're in Hollywood.
that'd be fun.
That is something that's cool.
I know who I'm casting right away.
Yeah.
Where
We're in Mystic Falls. Oh, that
Yes. Don't give me. I'm surprised no one ever thought of that yet.
would be. Well, that I think and
It's a
that's,
very niche market.
it is, and you know what? That's another good idea for styled photo shoots.
Yes.
Theme,
Yes. That's very important.
like the Harry Potter.
Wrong.
No,
No. I don't know what.
I wouldn't do it myself
I don't know
personally.
what fantasy you're living in, but I wouldn't go
I
to someone
would-
and be like, I want a wizard wedding.
Yeah.
Like,
All I'm
People do
saying
it.
is if I ever decide to do another one day, I try to do one every year.
Okay.
Like just for variety, different themes, different everything important.
Yeah.
If I ever get the balls to go to where they filmed the show, which is in Covington, I think, Georgia, where they actually filmed it.
I can't believe you already know
Yeah.
you know that, but okay.
I googled plane tickets there because I want to go visit it. So I already did the math. So all I'm saying, if I ever so happen to go visit,
Yeah.
I might, maybe do a Vampire Diary inspired style, like wedding style photo shoot.
Oh, nice.
I'm just saying, if anyone takes my idea, fine, give me the credit for it at this point. But all I'm saying is I haven't seen anything like that for now. But maybe someone might take my idea, and that's okay. Cool. But
Saw it here first.
I'm just saying it could be interesting.
Well, it could be inspiration in that sense. If
Yeah,
you want to
and-
go a little bit out of the box,
like very niche,
niche.
and only certain people will get it,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
But I mean, we're
That's
talking your
okay.
wedding. Like, it's one thing to have a passion,
Yeah.
but we're talking about styling your own wedding.
Inspiration.
Things that you have to, remember. Standing in front of a green screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Looking like you're pretending you're seeing a volcano erupt, and you're like,
imagine.
you know what I
But
mean?
that could be fun though.
Oh my
Oh, well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, in the end,
And remember, the style photo shoots, no matter where they take place,
Yeah.
it's again inspiration. So
Yeah.
if you like something from Mystic Falls, you can incorporate maybe a daylight ring as a napkin holder.
oh my God,
I'm
that's so
just
What I
saying.
funny.
see people do, like
If
on
you know.
again TikTok, it's because everything's on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like people
Someone
take
take my idea, damn it.
people take like let's say they're like really invested into a show. Let's say
Yeah.
they would have like the iconic like wedding entrance whatever,
Yeah.
and then it would go from like that and then transition into like the theme of the song of the show, like the theme song.
Oh, nice.
And it's personalized.
Yeah.
It is very personalized. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Exactly.
I know.
Me neither.
I know clients. They like a certain show or a certain song from a certain show that they somehow like we tell the DJ, okay, play this part of this like 2 minutes, and then tie
Yeah.
it in with that, and it works. It's very fun, and it's more common. It's very personalized. You
Yeah.
know. I remember for my wedding, I told Kevin I want to walk into the Vampire Diaries theme song. He's like, nope. I'm like, okay.
Ah.
That was out. It was like, because it's like moody, but again, it is what no one would get it. Maybe like my sister and my cousin would get it. Only us three probably in the room. But the point is, I didn't go that far for many reasons because I have a husband. Okay, but
I wouldn't care. I would still do it.
but
It's not just your wedding; it's mine too.
but at the end of the day, and the poor guy. Like how many times? The poor guy, man. I do feel bad for him. I do. My heart does go out to him. Anyways, point is, again, it's your wedding. Like we always say, it's like, at the end of the day, respect boundaries, but at the same time, put your twist to it. So if it's from style Photoshoot, if it's from AI, TikTok, wedding talk, just take it, but just make it what you want it to be.
Exactly.
And I think that's the most important thing to remember when planning a wedding. That it's you get it only once, right?
Some people do it more than
again,
once,
like you're saying, but
exactly.
Regardless if it's your second wedding or your first wedding or your fifth wedding, it's still special, right?
Of course.
You still have to still plan everything out. It
Yep.
doesn't matter, at that
Who,
point.
what, or
Yeah,
where, exactly.
You still have to plan it, do all the legwork, and you have to make it memorable and make it your own, because at the end of the day, you don't want to copy and paste of something that you saw online
Exactly.
like 30 times.
Yep.
Or it's on a wedding talk and everyone's like that personalized note. I've seen it how many times online.
Yeah, it's true.
Or what's the other thing is that photo booth, okay, they always been there, which it is fun. It is something to do. Audio guest book, always there.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. I did it. I'm guilty of it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Or just saying, like the thank you gifts, make sure it's something interactive and no one just throws away. Like get something edible, like a macaroon or something. And I'm like, okay, but maybe if they don't want a macaroon, like I'm sorry, but you see, like things like that, you get, again, use it, but don't overdo it that you're thinking, well, if TikTok says I have to do it. Doesn't work like that.
Exactly.
I think that's the best advice I
Good.
could give.
Yeah. And on that note, we are going to be waltzing. Is it like that segue?
Yes.
Into the first dance.
Like we always say, it's the most important dance of the night.
Exactly, and
It
it's
is.
not styled.
No, it's not styled. It's not influenced. It's literally you just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And speaking about that, I had some of my past couples. They did dance lessons for
Oh,
it.
nice. Okay.
Which is fun, but it shows that you you showed it was like rehearsed. It's
Yeah.
not natural. It's not like you just I don't know. For me, I like it when it's like not rehearsed because it feels more real and not like you practiced 30 times and last like you didn't take. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
Some wanted more styled, but I say, look, it's a first dance with your husband or wife. You're newly married. You're excited. Just take it in. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one's gonna be like, ugh, she didn't dance properly. It's like,
Oh, for the
come
love
on.
of God.
Seriously,
You always get one.
Yeah, you always hear someone in the background.
No, no.
Cough, cough. But so for this episode, the song, it's "Crazy in Love" by Beyonce.
Nice.
It's more fast paced, but I know if you tell the DJ, she can find online too, you could have the slower version or like the more wedding appropriate version, So it could be done too if done right, and I think it's more of a modern song. Many people might know of it, many people might not know of it.
Yeah.
Or you could have that song and maybe have another song added to it too, like as a segue.
Nice.
So it could work either way, but I do like that song. I heard it before, and I think it was cute.
I like it.
No one would expect that song because it's not a typical first dance song. When you Google, you don't see Beyonce "Crazy in Love."
Yeah.
You see this song, that song, this song, that song. It's like, hey, we get it, but how about something,
Different. Something different.
You do want something
what would be
different.
good? I just thought of it because the song that I would have would be "Perfect" by Chimes. I don't know. It's just I know it's overrated.
Perfect. Yeah, I like
it's
that.
It's such
song.
a good song. But like, imagine like the slow version of like "Crazy in Love." It's like a duet sort of thing. So it goes from her and then it transitions into like
That's
him.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was just a thought. But,
it's
like,
good. Yeah,
I like it.
I like it too.
But I don't know. It's just something like that's something I would do.
Yeah, it's very
I
interesting.
think what people could do also, like bright group, just take your two favorite songs
and put
that are
them,
small, put them
yeah.
together.
I've seen it done, and if it's done right by a skilled professional, not on your Spotify by yourself, if it's skilled DJ or band, or
Yeah.
even if it's live too, it could be fun.
Yeah.
It'd be fun too live, like in a band. But if it's done right, it could sound great.
Of course.
Like if
yeah.
done properly, you could get his song, her song, and make it one unique song.
Yeah, exactly.
for the night. And it's memorable too, because not many people have your favorite song. You know, it's different for everyone. So
Yeah.
it could be very unique, which I think is cute too, because it's your one day you get to really do this.
Yeah,
Think about
I
it.
like that idea. That's
Yeah,
a
it's
great
good
idea.
It would also be cool if like you had like you combine those two songs and after like the dance like it just transitions to this like party song.
Yeah. That's true, yeah.
So I was like,
Most
hey,
of the
everybody, let's
time,
go.
that's what happens.
Like,
Everybody, let's go.
everybody, let's go, let's go.
Hands up, like the clubbing songs. Oh my god, I'm not just like, okay, what just happened? Everyone's crying. It's like shocker.
Put your hands up in the air. Okay.
Like, everyone just starts crying because
But-
it's so beautiful. Then just
Yeah,
starts
it's like
playing.
nah. It's like
Or-
no, like too bad we're doing party music. But I always do for the first dance. What I always like to do personally as a planner is I put the first dance right after, like I mentioned last time, like they walk in, do their grand entrance. There's a high beat, then it transitions into first dance, and then they eat, and then I do the party after, because I find the first dance I witness it can be very emotional for some individuals, which is to be expected.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you know, it's a good idea at the party. I love that. And if that's what the couple wants, we'll transition into the party right at. Like, that's okay too. I'm
Yeah.
not but again, you have to read the room. There's so many little things that the DJ will say, I don't, you know, so
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you hired a professional for a reason.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you want to do your first dance and then open the dance floor,
Yeah.
it could be fun too.
Yeah.
You know, be like the last dance of the night before the party starts. It
Yeah,
can be a
for sure.
nice like segue for the party. And it's not. It depends again. Preference again. Don't look on the internet for that, because they'll tell you your first dance has to be a slow dance.
Yeah.
What happens if you don't want a slow dance?
Exactly. There's no manual. Like,
or let's say if you want a song from your childhood
Yeah.
that maybe no one knows, or maybe a song from a different culture. Like, you know, you never know,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's what you don't always have to listen to the internet for things.
Yeah,
You know,
I
advice
agree.
is great. What maybe if you want inspiration for a song or whatever, but don't take it to heart that you're saying, oh, it has to be a slow song. Everyone has to cry.
no,
Like,
that,
you
yeah,
know,
that's very
it's like,
scripted. Again,
no,
styled.
And I remember reading an article. They're saying like, 10 ways to make sure your guests at your wedding cry for your slow dance. What
Oh,
songs to
that's so.
play.
And
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, who writes these? And it doesn't say who. It's like, a whatever editor.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'd be like, you're a
shit,
flake,
yeah,
man.
Seriously, and I'm like, who comes up? Who approves of this shit? Like, I got so annoyed. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, someone sat at their computer, listened to probably so many slow dance songs for a wedding, and rated them probably.
They're probably single if they did that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
It's true.
Like, who does that?
Exactly.
Oh
And
my
on that note, thought of the day.
Again, it's your wedding, and one of the ways to make it unique is your first dance.
I love it.
It's true. That's one of the ways to really, because, you know, again, we talked about how to make your wedding unique. Get, example, the favors or little, like, thank you gifts, like a certain style or whatever. But the first dance is so special that you'll remember it for, and your guests, maybe some won't, maybe some will, but most of the time they'll be like, oh yeah, wasn't this your first dance song on the radio? Or they're like, oh, I heard your first dance song.
Yeah.
So some people that were paying attention, that were there, you know, watching your first dance, will always remember that song.
Exactly.
And it's kind of personal, because you'll, even though it's not, but to you it'll always be like that song.
Exactly.
And it's sweet, it's personal, or like Sarah said, you put the two songs that you both like, you know, and that's cute too.
Yeah, I like that.
It's very you, and you make it your own first dance song.
I feel
Yeah.
that makes it more intimate.
Yeah. Yeah. So my thought on that thought is it's very, very authentic
Yeah.
to the couple.
Yeah.
And you become what you envision, not what
Yeah.
you see or other people envision for you.
Right.
And the thought of the thought of the thought.
Thought.
My thought of the thought is that you need to have fun planning your wedding.
Exactly.
If you don't have fun planning your wedding, then why are you doing it?
It's true.
And
Very well said.
it's like, I feel like there's no connection if you don't have fun doing it.
It's true.
And you know,
Yes,
if
that's a
you
good
like
point.
even if
Yeah.
you even start like AI generating it, you're not, you know, this is how you tie everything together. You know, like an essay. Come on.
An essay. Come on.
I speak with my hands, okay?
You're not Italian.
Like, I feel like even if you have to like AI generate some stuff, you're not like so invested into your wedding.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're
Shortcuts.
You're just
Yeah,
making
so it's
a
just kind of like
shortcut.
you're doing it because you have to.
Yeah.
Like a chore. It's like, okay, I'll take
Yeah,
out the
exactly.
garbage.
So-
Okay, yeah.
If you don't have,
true.
if you're not having fun doing it, then don't even have it at that point.
At that point, just elope.
Yeah.
Or just go to City Hall and get signed. It's true.
Yeah.
If you're not, like you said, fully invested in it, then okay, maybe you shouldn't get married quickly, maybe you should think about it before you make such a big commitment for
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life,
Oh
right?
my God. Yeah, exactly.
But it's true.
Yeah.
You got a good point. If you're not having fun, like yes, some parts will be stressful. Like I get it, but overall to have a good time planning it, because you're not gonna plan it again.
Yeah.
It's a one time, quite literally a one time thing you do.
Yeah. We hope.
Right? Yeah, we
Don't see
hope.
it divorced.
Exactly.
But like I said, I think that we all bring up a good point when it comes to the wedding, and I think that's why we do these podcasts.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why we do them.
So to inform, sure.
To inform and to give you advice, and we're here to help you plan your biggest day ever.
You are, because you're the planner.
Yes, I am, but
Yeah.
all of our inputs.
Exactly, and we're women.
Yeah.
And on that note, thank you all. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you. Thank
It
you.
was a great. Thank you, Sierra, for filling in for Seth.
Stefania.
Yeah, yes. How can I forget Stefania?
We're
Thanks
gonna-
for joining us on this podcast.
Exactly.
Should come more often.
Yes.
Of
Yes.
course, we'd love
You see how fun it is when the men are here?
to.
Sorry, Stefania, I mean.
Oh my God. So thanks, everybody.
Thank you for chiming in.
Yeah, and you can find us where?
Apple, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Everywhere.
We're literally everywhere.
Or in your living room.
Or wherever you're tuning in from.
We could be in your living room if we have a styled photo shoot.
Today, just hit us up with your ideas.
There you go. We'll be there. Hey!
If you need a photographer,
Alrighty, everybody. We'll catch you the next time.
Bye.
Bye.